Boy, is it ever Monday. It's not Monday. I wish it was Monday, because then I would have time to actually catch up with this event. The problem is that I need like over 200 million QP by tomorrow, when I'm going to be rolling for, you know, the second summer gacha. And I'm not going to have that. And that is awful. But to help that, I am going to try to get through this story, and if I fail, I'm going to spend time farming the QP the old-fashioned way. Which is the old garbage way that I don't want to be doing. Especially right now, because after this we're going to have the Guild Fest and I'm going to have a billion QP. And it would be a huge waste of QP to get extra right now. Anyways, between last stream and this one, I did a few runs of some kind of mission to get the last Ascension material for Hokusai, so Hokusai is now fully ready to go. I do not have access to this because I did not complete mission 4 yet, so I'm gonna do that. There was no particular reason for me to not complete this mission ahead of time, but you know. So what do we have this time? Last time things happened. Last time we went to the Pharaoh Casino and we got pounded. You know, good times all around. So this time we are going to proceed to no battles. Let's see what we have here. Phew, I'm glad we made it back to our hotel safely. Thank you, Camilla. I don't know what we would have done without you. Oh, foe! You really saved our asses back there. That's quite alright. Helping you suited my interests. That said, how come you were there to begin with? And where did you get that outfit? Not to mention the car? You mean you can't tell? I suppose it might be hard to tell with all this on. I have a swimsuit now. That's right. The little idol wannabe may not have one yet, but I do. I suppose it is unbecoming to be quite so boastful about it, though. Let's just say I made a powerful wish that temporarily changed my spirit origin. The car is something of a package deal. Whoa, I had no idea you were covering up such a pretty face all this time. Is there a reason you don't always go around like that? It's a policy of mine not to, shall we say, give the goods away for cheap. Sorry, little girl. At any rate, there's something I want to discuss with... Oh good, you guys are back now, huh? Oh, it's the passing socialite that helped us out. Actually, I think we can just drop the pretense now, right? Anyway, thank you so much, Ishtar. Here's your money back. It's a good thing somebody threw the entry fee to us when we were making our escape. Really convenient. I guess they really are sticklers for the rules. I don't know what we would have done without your help. Well, it didn't really help us all that much. Oh, that's alright. You don't have to thank me, really. Just pay me back the interest you owe me and we'll call it even. Interest? What interest? Oh, come on. I said it loud and clear when I was passing you by, remember? Well, I guess it might have been a little hard for you to make out, but I said it at Divine Rapid Words level speeds. But it's not my fault you didn't do your due diligence before forming a contract with me, right? Anyway, the fact remains that you used my money. Now then, here's my interest rate and the actual amount owed. What are we going to do now, senpai? The excessive interest alone is enough to completely bankrupt us. I don't usually like to curse people out, but in this case, Master, I'll make an exception on your behalf. You're a demon, a devil in red, a useless goddess that's only good for causing trouble. Sticks and stones, Lin Ninja. All that matters to me is whether you can pay the interest. Well? Because if not, well, you'll just have to pay me back with something else then, won't you? Something else, you say? Oh, come on, you know what I like. Cold, hard gems. And as it just so happens, there's a certain gem in particular I'd like you to fetch for me. I gotta say, that little spiel makes it sound like you were scheming the whole time. What, Ishtar? Scheming? No, never. Never. That would never happen, right? That's why you lend us your money even though we never asked. I'm just gonna plead the fifth on that. I don't know what the fifth is, because, I don't know, I assume it's an American thing. I don't know what the fifth is, so, you know. Anyway, this gem is being kept in the Pharaoh Casino's highest security vault. It's a perfectly smooth leaf made out of a brilliant blue jewel. It's quite large, heavier than it looks, and it shines as bright and pure as an oasis in the deserts. The casino's managers call it the Eye of Medjed. Oh, how did you know that? Ah. I hope we don't get in trouble for the hole she made when she threw it into the wall. Ah yes, magical calling cards that have the power to just kind of make holes in walls. What is this, a blue-eyes white dragon? I don't usually go around advertising this, but I think that in this case, it is best I come clean. I fear this swimsuited noblewoman persona is but a facade. When night falls, I take on a new secret identity. I am the Scarlet Phantom that cuts through the dark. I am the Shadow of Freedom, ever eluding capture. Yes, I am the mysterious Phantom Thief, who has become the talk of the town. Mistress C. I see. That was a rather short note, wasn't it? More of that, I suppose. Well, it don't really matter what I take here, I guess. We're going to be going in with all the usual stuff. Let's just optimize those bond gains, though. Very important. That is, Bella Lisa is not optimizing bond gains. Well, let's put Hokusai to the test now that she's finally up to par here. I assume this fight is not going to be difficult. Phantom Thief? What in the world is a Shadow of Freedom, and how did she work it into her sentence so smoothly? Well, you know, when you start saying things like you're a mysterious Phantom Thief, anything you say becomes smooth. It's kind of like, I don't know, I could do like a Sailor Moon kind of thing at any moment. Which is something I probably have done several times. Trying to think of a good way to phrase it though. No, nothing that fits this context. Why did she throw her calling card into the wall? Does it double as some kind of shuriken? Of course it does. Why wouldn't it? radiating smugness. 4-4. Oh. As you might expect from a Master Phantom Thief, I'm interested in acquiring this Eye of Medjed myself. However, I can't do it alone. That's why I saved you, thus leaving you in my debt and with no choice but to assist. So we both had the same basic idea, huh? It doesn't compare to my divine inspiration, of course, but I'll admit, that's pretty clever. So, this is obviously going into let's do a cool bank heist kind of deal, which kind of makes me think actually that this event, they made the summer servants and then they started thinking, okay, how the hell do we make all these random unrelated ideas fit together? Because this is the first time really where they have like more specific themes, I guess. Like before it was kind of stuff that works whenever. But here they have like specific roles, kind of. Maybe it was the other way around, but the point is that it's very kind of, every casino seems to be its own thing. So they can kind of just fit a setup for each summer servant here. Next year there's going to be a more specific theme that the servants kind of sort of fit into, I believe. Does this mean you two are competing with each other then? Not necessarily. I could take or leave the jewel itself. All I want is the value associated with it. As long as you're willing to pay me what it's worth, I'm perfectly willing to let the jewel go. Well, alright. I knew I might have to pony up a few miscellaneous expenses, and this certainly qualifies. I never thought I'd be the patron of a phantom thief one day. Guess it just goes to show life's full of surprises. Okay then, you guys are now officially hired to bring me this jewel called the Eye of Medjed. Oh, whoa, slow down. We ain't agreed to do nothing yet. A good Edo it always pays her debt, so I don't got a problem with that, but I got something else I need to take care of first. For one thing, I still gotta figure out a way to get my hands on that letter of challenge. Oh, you mean this? I traded for it after I won big at the high rollers table. Let's just say I had my reasons. Anyway, it isn't going to do me any good since I decided not to bother with it, so... Know what? If you manage to get the Eye of Medjed, I'll throw the letter in for free. So there you go. In exchange for doing this job for me, you'll get this letter of challenge and I'll consider your interest debt fully repaid. And I need to help to steal this jewel anyway, so this is how you will pay me back for rescuing you when you were in trouble. It seems to me you don't have any choice but to accept. Ah yes, blackmail. That's always a good way to get people interested in doing their job. Would probably help me accomplish things in life. Besides, once you do this job, you'll have everything you wanted as well. What is there to think about? But stealing is wrong. Oh, I knew you were gonna say something like that. Alright, I didn't want to have to tell you this cause it's embarrassing. But that jewel originally belonged to me, so you wouldn't be doing anything wrong. It did, but then why does the Pharaoh Casino have it now? Look, I took it out of my collection to admire it for a bit, as you do. But then I dropped it Kukalana style and it ended up falling right into that pyramid. How? You can't just... Also, what do you mean Kukalana style? Did you physically drop Kukalana into the nearest ditch so you could be fully useless during Babylonia? Is that what you do? Ishtar, please. Please, I beg of you. Come up with better excuses. By the time I realized where it was, the Pharaoh girl had already started treating it like a family heirloom. I went to the casino and tried to explain what happened, but suffice it to say, there was no room for negotiation. You know how her divinity is kind of bugging out right now, yeah? So she's impossible to reason with at the moment. I thought about challenging her to a Swordmaster duel, and even traded for a letter of challenge. But then I realized that even if I won, it still wouldn't give me the ownership over the casino. Sure, I could wreck the whole casino and take it by brute force, but no one wants that, right? Q4? Approximate translation. That's for sure. Why is it approximate? It's no longer special. It's unspecial. So that only leaves having a specialist who's better with these more delicate operations sneak it out for me. Alright, I'm done. I'll let the Phantom Thief over there sweat the small stuff. Besides, I'm sure you've already got a plan in mind if you already had designs on it, right? Indeed I do. And a very clever one, if I do say so myself. In a word, we're going to fight opulence with opulence. Great! I don't know how that's supposed to work, but that sounds good too. Sorry I'm late. Getting away from there was harder than I expected. Iori and I got separated on the way back, but I'm sure she's just taking a side stop somewhere. Oh yes, that reminds me. Since we don't have a formal contract in place, I'll just hold on to this servant of yours as collateral. I mean, as a goddess, I can't have anyone being more opulent than me, right? So I was just looking for a nice strong servant to help me modify mana. 4. Special translation. So basically you're hinting that you want your noble phantoms enhanced? Would be nice if you could get an NP upgrade or something. That would be pretty handy. Although I'm not entirely sure how Siegfried would possibly help with that. Why, whatever do you mean? Oh, just so you know, I'll be having Ninja Boy of the Hidden Eyes here helping me out too. Star. Alright, I guess we're not allowed to have male servants now. Sure, whatever. I feel like I missed something important. I can't believe this goddess. She is a devil. Okay, good luck, Star. She didn't listen to a word we said. Still, I guess it's kinda nice that we know what we gotta do now. Not that we have any choice about it, but yeah. So, if we do this job for Ishtar, we'll get the letter of challenge we need, and we can pay both Carmilla and Ishtar back. As for me, I get to enjoy the pride of pulling off a difficult heist, the thrill of stealing something beautiful, and money when it's all over. It would seem everybody wins, yes? Honestly, I'm still very curious to know why you became a Phantom Thief in the first place. Oh, that? All in good time. Though really, it's something of a private matter anyway, so you don't really need to worry about it. Now then. What's this about now? It says it is time to plan our heist. I feel very bad about pointing this out, but wouldn't you have just said that? The first thing you need to know is that the Pharaoh Casino has a truly unrivaled security system, so breaking in won't be easy by any means. Are you listening? Forget it. She probably just gets off on throwing things. Quiet, the adults are talking. Let's start by going over our biggest obstacles. There's the literal guard running the place. The assistant manager is one of the greatest beauties in all the world. The head of security excels at surviving and adapting, and a multitude of pyramid-style traps are laid all throughout the casino. But there's a way to get past all those obstacles and obtain the Eye of Medjed smartly and opulently. And I've already figured it out. Well, that's reassuring. So, what's the plan? I'll tell you while we prepare. We still have several things we need to get ready. You see, I will need your help for this, but your help alone won't be enough. We still need 3 other people to complete the team. Their first job will be helping me to recruit them. Oh, sounds like we'll be doing one of those heist movies, recruiting new people for Band of Thieves. Alright. Who we inviting first? Didn't I already tell you? The only way to fight opulence is with opulence. Which is why we'll be going after 3 super socialites I handpicked myself. Alright. Oh crap. A socialite? Her? Really? What do you want? Aren't you done laughing at me yet? Go on, get out of here. Shoo, shoo. I was reminiscing about the wonderful memories I've made during my time with Lord Xianyu, and I don't want anyone interrupting me. Oh? Why would you do that when you could be out making new memories with him? Well, you know, Lord Xianyu's resting right now and I didn't want to bother him. Is that so? Nice try, but we Phantom Thieves always make sure to do our homework. I know what you want to steal, and I'm willing to help you steal it. Was the card throwing necessary? There you have it. So what do you say? Will you help me with my plan? I can't stand the idea of a human thinking she can use me like a pawn. No, you worse. You're not even human. You're a pale imitation of a vampire with delusions of grandeur. Unfortunately, I'm a little bit removed from that right now, which is why I've become a Phantom Thief. Well, whatever. I have to make you pay for disturbing my happy Xianyu dreamtime anyway. Perfect. That fur cape really cements your status as a socialite. I knew you were the right woman for the job. What are you talking about? Guess it's just like they say. Right gives way to might. Besides, this summer, there's no better way to settle a dispute like this than with our swords. Is there ever? Come on, master. Let's do this. Should have given us Summer You Maiden this year. Can't believe they would do me dirty like this. There was plenty of time. Alright, 125k. At least she's not going to be spamming NPs every turn, I think. But let's go for the full Musashi Brave Chain anyways. Let's see how that does. And the answer is of course pretty well. Probably and builds my NP too, right? Jesus Christ, that's a lot of NP gain. Not that it was needed, but you know. Damn. Summer Musashi is pretty hella handy. Wonder if I could do something silly with that. I guess not, because doing something silly with that would... It would involve me using a plug suit. But if I'm using a plug suit, I'm not getting the arts starter suck. Otherwise I could do something funny with it. Anyways. Okay, I'll at least hear you out. So, what do you want me to do anyway? No need to be so belligerent about it. Personally, I want you to be part of our Phantom Thief heist plan. But as I said on my calling card, I'm sure there's something there that will be worth stealing for you too. She's really stretching the definition of calling card, isn't she? What do you mean by that? I heard you had a bad losing streak at the casinos lately. And while your lover may have helped finance some of that, it was essentially a band-aid for a bullet wound, yes? That's why you're still here, isn't it? You want to get back at casinos in general for humiliating you like that. If our plan succeeds, we'll inflict a major blow to the casino's pride and reputation. All of this is to say that our heist will let us destroy the very sense of superiority you so hate about them. You know, you're right. I never did like those places. I can't stand the idea of me getting upset or overjoyed because of some silly human-designed rules and systems. You Maiden has a gambling addiction and is not willing to accept it. Stupid casinos. What a joke. So yeah, if I can get my revenge on casinos for disgracing me in front of Lord Xiangyu, I guess this might not be the worst way to pass some time. Xiangyu is a supportive husband who will enable his wife's gambling addiction. Understandable. I see Python has made it to the localization here. Python. Well, what do you know? This gal turned out to be way more of a pushover than I thought. Please don't say things like that in her earshot, Hokusai. What she meant to say was, it's great that you're so flexible, you Meiren. Oh, she's flexible, alright. Oh. Alright. One down, two more to go. Give me that sweet, sweet bond. What? You don't even have any tea here? Cheapskates. Oh, by the way, I won't be lifting a finger until it's showtime, so just keep that in mind. Hey, how about snacks? Do you at least have any good snacks? Alright, now that we have you Meiren holding down the fort, we can move on to our next super socialite. For this occasion, not just any socialite will do. She also needs to be in a swimsuit and to be a strong fighter. No, not just strong. Her fighting form must be as elegant as it is formidable. Which leaves only one option. Could be anyone. Go ahead and read it. That calling card will guide you to what you desire. The dreamy oasis you have been seeking to quench your thirst in this barren desert. What's this now? Huh. I don't know what a socialite is, but if it's my skill in combat you seek, then I must commend your taste. I was told this was a city of decadence and madness. I thought that people who have lost everything to gambling and who now dream of winning big and turning their lives around would be lurking around every corner just waiting for an unsuspecting victim to come within ambush range. So I have been deeply displeased by how boringly peaceful the reality has been. I was looking forward to experiencing battle with desperate souls who have nothing more left to lose. That doesn't sound like my idea of a good time. I don't know, when it comes to video games, I think that's a pretty good idea of a time. Now then, shall we get to it? Wait, huh? You do realize we aren't even at the casino yet. This job you propose does sound like fun, but I have a different reward in mind. And what better manner of advance payment than a duel with an unfamiliar sword fighter? Now that's a woman after my own heart. You better believe that's fine with me. I already made up my mind to become the greatest sword fighter around. There ain't no way that's happening by passing up a chance to fight off against a fierce opponent. Here we go again. Another 125k assassin it is. Unfortunately, no arts cards for Musashi this time. But I think we can maybe make something happen here anyways. Let's put Hoku on blast here. Let's see what we can do here. Let's slap the Art Star Suck here as usual. Set up more damage. And full Arts Chain. Probably could have activated Osaka Behemoth's third skill too, but oh well. And that'll get me to NP range quite nicely. And that should be plenty enough. Yep, 80k. Not bad. Not bad with basically mostly her own buffs, and I guess there was the charisma buff from Osaka Behime as well. As Osaka Behime would say, GG easy. And next up we have an archer. That does mean that Hokusai is not gonna be exactly the best option, so let's slap Carmilla in there. And actually let's also use Summer-chan here for change. Oh, so you are a fairy who has been alive for thousands of years, and an incarnated elemental? Interesting. Gee, just drop all the LP3 spoilers on me, why don't you? Damn. Stop looking at me like that. I have zero interest in testing our skills against one another. Go ahead and stick me with that spear of yours if you want. I won't even bother dodging. It's not like you'd be able to kill me anyway. That just leaves our last socialite. I've been saving her for last since she seemed like she'd require some extra time. Fortunately for us, she's staying in this very hotel, so let's go pay a visit right now. I don't hear anyone inside. Maybe she's out right now? I doubt it. She's most likely just fast asleep. You might say this particular socialite has just come back from another hard-fought battle. Really? That sounds pretty hardcore. I wonder what kind of badass she is. Now what? Just when I was finally topping off in my nice futon after turning in my draft, could be literally anyone. There's thousands of servants in this game who wear a swimsuit, are female, and were working on a draft like yesterday. Could be literally anyone. Oh, Machan, what's up? You did say socialite, right? Of course I did. She can be a nerd or strange gamer in this case, but she is still a princess of sorts. Besides, her skills are essential to my plan. What are you talking about? So you know, I still haven't recovered from my battle against my deadline. So I'm sorry we interrupted your relaxation time, though since you were relaxing, does that mean you finished? It sure does. The whole area seems brighter now. I feel like there's nothing I couldn't do. Then you should have no trouble reading this. What was that? Did you just throw that card into the wall? Hoggers! There's not a Juniper out there who wouldn't love to pull that off. Wait, so this time you did actually have poggers in the actual story dialogue, when before you were content with yatta. Though I guess she probably didn't actually say yatta this time. But I'm sure as hell not going to check. Also, I don't think this qualifies as a... Yeah, see, I don't think this qualifies as a PogChamp phase. Where am I? I'm at like, I don't know, 21 followers right now. If I could hit 50, that would give me access to a singular emote slot, I guess. Clearly, that's what we're going to do. We're going to get there, and then I'm going to have, like, my artist friend or something make us a Pokerhime. Or, I guess we should go just with Poghime. I'm gonna note that down into my notebook. That's what notebooks are for. Booking notes. Anyways. So you want my help with a heist, huh? Sure, I can do that. I've got time to spare now that I'm finally free of my draft, and it might give me some ideas for a future book. Now you're talking. It's true, we painters gotta go wherever curiosity takes us. Oh, but would you mind helping me out first? My back's stiff as a board after spending all day in my futon, so I could really use a warm-up round. So, we're just taking any excuse to have these people fight us instead of just helping us. Oh wow, she's only 120k. Confirmed easy fight. Do I have a good hand? I do have a good enough hand. I think I can just one-shot this with Musashi again. Or at least get close. So let's aim for that. Luckily Carmel does generate stars and also slap some pretty nice debuffs in, so you know, this should be easy. It is a bit less stars than before though. But if I don't win in one turn, I will definitely get the NP going, so... Nice crit miss. Didn't matter because the other crit did hit. What was that? The other crit, I think it was 20%. So actually fair enough. I think there's a truck or something outside. Good, that takes care of our team. Now, we need to go over the plan. But first, and then we're going to skip, and we're never going to find out what the plan is until we execute it, which is stupid. There's a little errand I'd like you to run for me. I want you to go to the room written on that card, and bring me back some things we'll need for the plan. You could at least tell us the room number yourself. I could, but I have my own preparations to attend to. Go on then, little girl. So we just gotta stop by this room? Okay, no problem. I wonder what this thing we need could be. Maybe it's matching leotards? Sounds good to me. I certainly hope not. Could it be Vlad? What do you want? Well, we were asked to pick something up here, so... Ah, those. Yes, they are ready. They were easy enough to make, but fulfilling nonetheless. But in the future, you would do well to think twice before making an order on such short notice. One cannot expect high quality with only a day's turnaround. I feel like it's been a really long while since we touched on this subject of Vlad just kind of making clothes for people. I think that was like Halloween 1 or 2 at the latest. So that's a nice callback. Everyone has their own plans. Nobody has a right to a creator's time except the creator. Right. I'm not quite sure what you're talking about, but I'm very sorry all the same. Good. Remember it well. As for the items you seek, you will find them in this cardboard box. Take them. They're not very heavy. What could they be? Oh, is that it? Don't we still need to pay you? Do you not recall? I have already been paid in advance. Wait, are you not the ones who asked me to make these? Did you not send me an order of a card-like document with a delivery date that left no room for sleep? No, that wasn't us. We just came to pick this up for Carmilla. I see. So this was that vampire woman's doing. She must wish to avoid seeing me in person. And yet she still requires items such as these? What could she be up to? I mean, you don't know? Well, get a load of this. We're putting together a band of phantom thieves that'll rival Ishikawa Goemon and Nezumi Goso Hirokichi themselves. Hokusai, I think that's technically supposed to be a secret. Phantom thieves. Where did she go so wrong? I only hope the path she is on now can still lead back towards righteousness. Well, no matter. Now that you have the items in question, my work here is done. But you didn't even do anything! What was that all about? Vlad is kind of like Carmilla's relative, so he may have some feelings about what she's up to. Anyway, I think this takes care of everything we need. Let's head back to our room and go over the plan with Carmilla. Oh boy. What's next up on the agenda? I need QP. Understandable. So hey, we finally get to run some free quests. Let me swap out the C's to optimize my QP cane instead. I guess that's just about it then. Yeah, that should do. Smart person would maybe do this, actually. It does have a one-hit evade on it, after all. Alrighty then, so this is a good time to do some useless small talk about things that don't matter. I have absolutely nothing. I need to get 32 million, so that's probably like 2 or 3 runs of this. Do I still get this? No, okay. Okay. I wasn't entirely sure if you could get the evade when you have a permanent evade from a CE, but no, you don't. If it was invul, it would have gone through, I believe. Oh, if I'm seeing correctly, I'll finally get my first copy of an actually good CE that I'm probably not gonna actually use all that much. In this event at least, I'm definitely gonna get it to level 100 by the time this event is over, I guess. Ah, hell. This is gonna be another one of those CEs that kind of screw me over, right? Because we're going to have the rerun next year. If I actually need to keep this not max limit broken, I'm gonna have to keep it around until next year before I can actually MLB it. It's the same with the New Year's event and mark on the smiling face. I still haven't max limit broken that one despite it being an incredibly good CE that I would like to have at level 100 immediately. Because it kind of has the... you really want it for the event, so I'm just waiting for the New Year's rerun for that. I hope this isn't gonna be like that. Need to check that. Non-max limit broken heavenly princesses or whatever are we calling this on NA. Max limit broken is better than Mona Lisa. Single one is worse, but it's better than foams and your own Bella Lisa. So I think it's probably safe for me to max limit break this. If we are completely honest about that. I think it should be fine. Thank God. Or I can always just luck sag and get like 5 drops. That'll also solve it. Or 4. 4 is also fine. So I am following the Game Press guide for this because it just makes things easier not to have to think. But I did do a few extra runs of Casino Camelot for the gold shop currency, just so I could get the Hokusai done. So that's something to keep in mind. I don't know if it's going to matter in the slightest, but this event shouldn't be that bad in terms of that. I think most of this event is currently just telling me to maximize QP gain and nothing else matters. Because I think Himeji is the only VIP tier one I have open, so... I always have a list from someone on Reddit, I guess, a Skywisher or something that I'm going to just mostly assume that those are the best way to set it up, so you know, again, I don't have to use brains. My brains are better spent elsewhere. I can check. I'm not sure if I actually have space though. But I can definitely see if I can fit someone in there. Just gonna finish up this farming session in this node, so when I come back from checking, once I come back I can move on to the main story, so it'll take a bit. Yeah, you go sleep. See ya. Oh wow. A few 100,000 shots. Alright, one more round then. No, I haven't actually used the fever tickets yet. I'm waiting for the best nodes to open, I guess. I probably should actually use fever tickets now, because they're not the QB isn't going to actually matter for me after we get the servants tomorrow from the second banner. But would probably be a smart idea to just use those now. Yeah, I was talking about that before, and I guess it depends on if how many like relevant Cs you have. Like if you have both, well, no, I guess it's basically if you have a max limit broken Mona Lisa, it's probably better to max limit break it. I'm not totally sure about that. But I think that would make sense. I'm going to max limit break it probably once I have the chance here. But yeah, if you're lacking Mona Lisa, Detective Phones and Bella Lisa, then you can probably just fit 4 copies of the Gosen CE in here, and at that point it's probably better to not max limit break it. I think that's how it would work. Not sure if it's even necessary for me to slap all these buffs here, because would probably just go into Musashi here. Well, it would help if I actually just CNP, of course. Alright, let's go. Let's go check the support list then. I always try to keep at least one slot open just so I don't need to worry about not getting friend requests from random people. Who knows, one day someone with actually a good support list might pop up. So let's see. Yeah, that works for me. Yeah, that's fine. I mostly just like to check that people have like separated support lists and they actually have event Cs usually. Like, I do get it. Not sometimes people aren't gonna roll for Cs in an event, and that's fine. I'm not gonna be throwing people out because they don't happen to have stuff on any given event. But if it's like a trend where they never actually seem to, you know, play the game, that's where I tend to have an issue. And it's not like I use my support list that much anyways. When I farm, I nab the waivers and other supports from there usually, so it's kind of whatever mostly. So if newer players want to be on the support list, I think that's fine. Oh, finally got this one. Now just 4 more copies and then it can be considerably more useful. Alright, let's head in to the second casino then. No currency drops, so I guess I'll just nab. Well. Wait. Yeah, let's just go with that and swap in some Ponzi's as well. Yeah, I started wondering for a moment because I suddenly had a weird deja vu with me thinking that I do in fact probably have a Leon on my support list already. My name in the game is Ringo, so you should find it with that. Alright, let's head in and see what we have going on here. Second casino, farewell my loving pyramid. So we're finally talking strategy? Come on then, get to it already. I do apologize for the delay. Nonetheless, I need you to pay especially close attention, as you truly do play a key part in the plan. Yeah, then I hope you've got something better than that purple-haired so-called tacticians blow yourself up near the enemy go-to. I don't know, you... I think you're a pretty good match for blow up near the enemy. Isn't that your strategy anyways? Say something, damn it. Now, let's all just settle down and hear what Carmilla has to say, alright? And we don't get to see the plan, as I predicted. I think it would be a lot more fun to know the plan and then see how it actually works out. If something goes wrong, that's a lot funnier that way. Yeah, this just might work. Fo. No, we're going to make it work. It doesn't matter how tight the security is, or what manner of obstacles lie in our way. I mistress see the great phantom thief, a shadow in the dead of night. I always get what I'm after. And now, there's just one last thing to do before we can begin. You mean, we're still not done? Don't worry. I'll handle this part myself. It's an essential part of any Phantom Thief's plan. I may have gotten in the habit of using these for other things, but now I think it's about time I use one for its intended purpose. Where exactly are we going with this? All is peaceful now. All is right with the... Huh? Ah. Calling cards, of course. What is this? The eye of Medjed will soon be mine. Mistress C, fandom thief at large. That insolent... what happened, Great Medjed? A calling card? Whoever this Mistress C is, she certainly is impertinent. What would you have us do, Great Medjed? Nothing. We would not be who we are if we were the threat of a provocation such as this. This casino is meant solely for pharaohs and pharaoh-esque socialites. We cannot lose our composure. Besides, our security is already airtight. We even have failsafes for our failsafes. I can say with complete certainty that no phantom thief can possibly break in here. Well, yes, you're absolutely right about that. Alright then, I will keep an eye out for any would-be troublemakers, but otherwise, it will be business as usual. That goes for you too, Scheherazade. Make sure the security guards do their jobs well. Understood. Phase 1 couldn't be simpler. We simply enter the casino like any other customer. I highly doubt the higher-ups will be scrutinizing the faces of everyone who comes in, so we shouldn't need more than the barest disguise to get through the entrance. A question? This casino's just for rich socialites, right? Are you sure it's gonna be okay if I'm dressed like this and not in my usual princessly attire? That won't be a problem. In this world, swimsuits actually appear to be something of a status symbol. As proof, you and your patron goddess all got in without issue while wearing them before, right? Oh yeah, good point. I wonder why that is. Why else? Because only a true socialite would think to wear a swimsuit in Las Vegas. Well, I'm convinced. Whoa. Check them out. Damn, they're beautiful. Is there some kind of photo shoot going on today? I've got such an aura about them, I can't even bring myself to chat them up. They must be crazy rich. Yeah, why would a legal establishment have a random mafia going around? I talked about it yesterday, but yeah, sure, the casinos are legal nowadays. But I don't think anything has actually changed behind the scenes, really. Welcome? Good day, little boy, or girl, whatever. We're going to enjoy yourselves tonight. Have we come to the right place? Oh yes, you require a cover charge for collateral, don't you? Will this do? Just plunk down that cash like it was nothing. Man, these socialites really do live in a different world. I'm currently streaming every day, since originally I was planning to wait until the second banner drops. And then start the event, but then I realized that I'm gonna need the QP and there's no point in me farming it regularly when the event gives me QP anyways. So I started the event way too late, so now I'm trying to play catch up, I guess. So I'll probably be streaming every day until Until I finish up the event at least. Tomorrow's of course I'm gonna be rolling the gacha. So we'll see if I have the opportunity to stream the story proper tomorrow. We'll see. Yes, that will do just fine. Please, go on in. They seem really excited about this. Amazing. They're not even batting an eye at the betting rates. Wow, your eyes are ice cold. You can tell looking down at others comes as naturally as to her as breathing. Huh. These guys seem surprisingly normal. Good. We made it inside without raising suspicion. So far, so good. Now it's time for phase 2. Secure a route to the vault. Wait, is it okay for you to be talking like that? Shouldn't you be giving us calling cards? Instead. Broadly speaking, there are 3 major obstacles we need to get past before we can enter the vault. The first is the multitude of measured security guards. Right, I remember it isn't just the regular employees we have to be wary of either. There were also a large number of beings that seemed like familiars draped with sheets. Alright, you have a good sleep and all. I hope I'll see you again, maybe tomorrow, who knows. The ones we fought weren't too tough, but there still were a lot of them. Given the circumstances, I expect those familiars are most likely characters summoned by Scheherazade from her stories. Well, I'm sure some of them are probably actual midgets. But I doubt there are enough of them to warrant our concern. Ah, it's my one and only mod. Rarely seen around these parts. Yeah, good night to you. So, what do we do about them? We're not just gonna go around squishing them one at a time, right? Of course not. A true Phantom Thief always finds a beautiful, elegant solution to her problems. According to my calculations, this first step should greatly weaken Scheherazade's stories, if not cause her to outright lose control of them. And the key to it is you. Hey, you. Yes, can I help you? I feel sick. Oh my, I'm sorry to hear that. Then let's get you to the infirmary before you die. How come no matter where I look, the only thing to see is ghosts, ghosts and more ghosts. Don't you have any tall, dark, strong, spiky, perfect from every conceivable angle guys working this place? I'm sorry? Ugh, I feel sick. Really seriously sick. Wait, now that I think about it, this really is just a different take on the whole blow yourself up thing, isn't it? Stick to the plan. Fine. It's not like I can do anything else, right? The only thing you need me to do is blow up, right? Okay then, I will. Eternal Lament. Oh. Oh my god. This really was a different take on just the explode next to an enemy plan. She just blew up to pretend she's sick. Amazing. I'm going to die. No, wait. She's the one who died. I didn't even know spontaneous combustion was a real phenomenon. Just goes to show death really can come for anyone at any time. Oh gods, what can I possibly do to avoid such a dreadful fate myself? Stagger. I was hoping the shock would cause her to faint on the spot. Oh well. Alright, I want to do this clean, but let's get closer under the guise of caring for her. Then we can put her to sleep ourselves. Oh man, that was amazing. I probably should have seen that coming, but... It has died. I feel like that's kind of an awkward translation, but sure. Why did I even pop that for stars? Oh well. This doesn't even help you win this fight since it's not like breaking 32k is hard. Is that instant death immunity right there? Ah. Alright, I should have popped calling card, shouldn't I? Probably should have popped a lot more than that, but yeah. Yeah, this is looking mighty fine to me, this hand. That went well. What is next on the menu? I mean, I know what there is because I have the guide open, so you know. Where go? Hello? How am I out of AP? Damn. Right, that's security taken care of. Yes, that's it. Run away in terror, stupid humans. Death to casinos. It looks like the effect of Scheherazade's noble phantasm wore off, since the characters from her stories have disappeared. She must have been putting sheets over her bandits and genies, putting them to work as security guards. That takes care of the physical and personnel obstacles. We may still have to deal with some sphinxes, but the fact remains that the casino security detail is now effectively crippled. Alright, let's take advantage of the confusion and move on to the next phase of the plan. The second obstacle is one you have already experienced yourselves, the many traps hidden throughout the casino. Those are the same kinds they put in the pyramids to keep looters out, right? I might be a castle monster, but I still don't wanna get cursed. Those traps have been placed in every corner of the casino. Needless to say, that includes the area near the vaults. However, their sheer number is also a clue to their key flaw. With so many traps, you would think their customers would get caught in them all the time. And yet, that never happens. Why do you think that is? You already looked into this, right? Just tell us already. Jeez. Fair enough. From what I've been able to tell. Those traps are linked to the security cameras. Oh, Mr. Mystery mentioned something about that. I think he said all the major decorations also served as security cameras of a sort. Right, so we won't have to worry about the traps as long as the security cameras don't think we're a threat. And that means... now that things are in disarray, it's time to make use of you-know-what. Yes, the items we got from Vlad. I've got them right here in one of Da Vinci's custom-made spatial compression handbags. Here you go. Oh man, I can't see a thing. Well, I guess I can see one or two things, but it feels like nothing. I wonder if this counts as cosplay. How about you, little girl? Are you ready? This is kind of fun. It looks great on you, senpai. I knew I made the right choice asking him. He's very good with his hands. Anyway, now the other people here can't easily identify us. Wait, so you're inside the casino, and you put up these sheets that look just like the casino workers, I guess. And you don't think the cameras will find this suspicious? I find that mighty suspicious, in fact. But of course, our cover will be blown once things calm down, so we need to slip past now. Guess that means it's my turn then, huh? Yosh, I got this. 1000 origami of Hakuro, Mili Night of Fever. It's working! Osaka Hime's origami soldiers are sneaking into the other measure sheets Vlad made for us. Huh, so that's what we needed Osaka Hime for. Oh, while I'm at it, I'll reuse the sheets Shahrazad's stories were using too. EKK! Our decoy plan's working great. Way to go. Please stop slapping me on the back. This takes a lot of concentration. I see. Just like a forest is the best place to hide a tree, the best place to hide midgets is among other midgets. This should indeed help you lot remain undetected. Indeed, but we still have one last major obstacle to get past, and for that... Finally, there's the third major obstacle. This! Let me see... Huh? This just says Cleopatra. Yes, it does. It's always the simplest walls that prove the most obstructive. Cleopatra tends to stay right in front of the vault's entrance. We need to get her away from that spot. Or we'll never make it to the jewel. I see. What about Nito? I mean, Medjed? Don't we need to watch out for her as well? No, Medjed never leaves the VIP area except for matters of utmost importance. You were unusually lucky to have met her on your first visit. At any rate, we will be racing against the clock regardless, so if all goes well, we'll be in and out before she's even had a chance to notice anything is wrong. Which brings me to the last part of the plan. Your job will be to draw Cleopatra away from the vault, and to keep her attention focused elsewhere. I have come to challenge you. What the? What's going on out here? All the customers are running around screaming about meat chunks. Yeah. And all the Medjed-style security guards are floating about seemingly without a care in the world. Never mind all that. I am here to challenge you to a gambling match, one socialite to another. I am told you are this casino's assistant manager, thus you would surely never run from a challenge, would you? Oh, and just what sort of gambling match did you have in mind, Queen of the Land of Shadows? What else? The perfect contest for socialites like you and I. I speak, of course, of... Which of us is stronger? Sounds a lot like her usual hand-to-hand combat. What in the world are you saying? How could a contest like that have anything to do with gambling? Hear me out. This contest would not only involve fighting, but another element as well. One especially fitting for a stage such as this. This element is one even I cannot escape, and one that holds great significance for you. That is to say, beauty. Beauty? I am challenging you to a contest in the center of a casino, all while wearing a swimsuit. If I can defeat you in beauty, then I cannot defeat you at all. While I may be confident in my chances, my victory is certainly not a foregone conclusion. Yes, this should be a most interesting challenge. In some ways, it is not unlike fighting while surrounded by an electrified fence. At any rate, given its unusual fighting conditions, it qualifies as a gambling match, I think. Whoa, this sounds awesome. I'm going all in on the bikini babe. What I wouldn't give for her to step on me. What are you, stupid? There's no way she can beat Queen Cleopatra. I'm putting 10 large on Cleo. Right this way, sirs. Easy there, no need to shove. At the current rates, I can offer 50-50 odds. Oh, so you wish to challenge me to a battle of strength and beauty? You certainly are fearless. However, unlike you, I have no doubts about this battle's outcome. I am already certain I would win easily. Why should I accept your challenge? Oh, then you don't need to show what you are capable of? And here I thought there was someone special to whom you wish to prove your beauty was unrivaled. You don't mean... Is Lord Caesar here? He's certainly enough of a high roller that he wouldn't be out of place here. And if he is here, I can't let him see me backing down from a challenge, even one I'm utterly sure to win. That's right, I must never stop proving to him that I am the most beautiful woman in the world, and by extension, that he was right to choose me. Very well, you're on. Hiya! That's more like it. I don't suppose you actually did call Caesar here, did you? It doesn't matter if I did or not. All that matters is whether she thinks he might be here. But more importantly, the plan was to lure Cleopatra away from the vault worked. Come, now's our chance. Customer A is currently the second best minor NPC here, I guess. How do I use Skahak? I mean, Skahak is not exactly prime material here. Ooh, this is gonna take a while, isn't it? I guess something like this will do. While we're at it, let's pop some arts here. Triple crit, no way it's... No way it is possibly not have triple crit on it. Oh, look at there, one of them missed. To be fair, you do need to have a high IQ to understand FGO memes. Okay, maybe not quite, but you know. Is this gonna be enough? But I mean, this is because, as we know, Phantom Thieves and them using calling cards was invented by Persona 5, so you should understand that this is clearly a this is clearly just an extended Persona reference, right? That's how it works. No piece of fiction ever did Phantom Thieves before Persona 5. No battles? Oh boy, I get to do more awful dialogue. Well, no, the dialogue is not awful. I am the awful within the dialogue. There, it's open. Now's our chance. Ah, you're an old hand at this, ain't ya? I see. You're just using good old-fashioned lockpicking skills here. That's because I'm a genuine phantom thief, of course. Trust me, little girl, this isn't as easy as I make it look. I don't know. Skyrim made it look pretty easy. To be a phantom thief, you need the right skills and the right equipment. It wasn't easy getting a hold of this lockpicking set and learning how to use it. That makes sense, you certainly did make it look easy, but I noticed you had to crack a Magecraft lock at the same time you cracked a physical one. That set must be much more advanced than it looks. The only people I know of who could make something like that are Da Vinci and a certain criminal math professor. Mistress C's 7 thieving tools hide many secrets. One is how I acquired them to begin with. At any rate, that's enough idle chatter. Come, we're going in. Alright, I think we can drop these disguises now. Whoa, why did you change into that outfit? That is some truly epic gear. Sure, it's basically regular Camilla, except high-tech, I guess. This is Mistress C's formal dress. I just don't feel right stealing priceless treasure without it. Speaking of treasure, oh, that must be it. No graphic for the Eye of Medjed. I don't usually approve of stealing, but if we're just returning it to its rightful owner, that's being a good Samaritan. Alright, so let's just grab it and... Wait. What was that? It sounded like dogs barking. Oh, that would be Spilsdorf and Reinfeldt here. Are those mechanical dogs? Think of them as familiar of sorts. Fitting for one so glamorous as me, no? Glamorous? Maybe? Fitting for a supervillain? Definitely. At any rate, the sensors are picking up something odd. Ah, the calling card. Oh, what? How did the card get cut in half? Damn, it figures there would be something in here I couldn't have anticipated. Their security is even tighter than I thought. They've got high-powered defense lasers surrounding the jewel and pressure sensors on the floor all around its pedestal. That means even one misstep will end us all. Is there a way to get past them? Yes, but it's going to take some time. And unfortunately, we don't have time to spare as there's no telling when Cleopatra or Medjed might show up. Hey guys, good to be back. How are things going here? How did you get in here? Unnoticed? You picked a hell of a time to come back. Well, you know, I was getting pretty tired of trying to get away from the security guard, so I slipped back into the casino, and I've been hiding out here ever since. How did you get through all the security, though? You just here now? That's fine. Like they say, sometimes the best way to hide is in plain sight. Luckily, I happened to see you guys coming in here, and the rest is history. I knew you were a skilled sword fighter, but I didn't know you were something of a ninja too. Anyway, I'm glad you're safe. It's a long story as to how we got here, but essentially, we're trying to get a hold of that jewel there. I see. Invisible blades and a floor you can't step on, huh? Well, that's perfect. Your swordmaster can handle this easy peasy. What? Oh, gotcha. I guess Hokusai's not quite at that level yet, huh? A real swordmaster keeps their mind as clear as a polished mirror, so they don't have any trouble handling even the toughest predicaments. They could just cut through the lasers or will themselves to be lighter or something, but I guess Hokusai isn't quite there yet. I'm sorry, what? I mean, yeah, cutting through the lasers, that makes perfect sense. That's how lasers work. But will themselves to be lighter? Is that a swordmaster ability? Oh. Oh yeah? I'll show you, Missy. No way though it's worth their salt would take an insult like that lying down. Stop! What do you think you're doing? Ah, who cares about lasers? If one sword won't do the trick, I'll just use all four. As for the floor, I gotcha. All I gotta do is take a page from Toto-sama's playbook and slip around like he does. I call it octo-walking. Whoa, she's actually pulling it off. Chizuri's partner. Sometimes instead of hemming and hawing, you just gotta jump in with both feet and see what happens. Yeehaw! There, I got it. Way to go, Hokusai. You're really getting the hang of the four sword style. So this is the Eye of Medjed. Magnificent. It's just as dazzlingly blue as the eyes of that girl I once met. I feel like I could lose myself in it. And its gleam, it's as vivid and vibrant as freshly spilled intestines. Okay, that's enough of analogies. I'm here. Did you get it? You did? Yes. How and why are you... Useless goddess, you didn't. You didn't screw us up again. There you are, my precious jewel. Ah, how I've missed that beautiful shine of yours. It's just like the dream I had when I lost consciousness after falling off Mana in the hallway. It really is the perfect 7th colored gem to fill out the crown on the figurehead of Mana. I'll never lose you again, I promise. In fact, you're just what I need to power myself up. Oops, pretend I didn't say that. Talking too much about your goals before you accomplish them is a good way to make sure you never will after all. 4. Special translation. You can say that again. Anywho, here's the letter of challenge I promised you. As for the money, I'll wire it to a Swiss bank account for safekeeping. Well, see you later. She certainly showed up here sooner than I expected. She must have really wanted that jewel back badly. Anyway, this is great. We finally have the letter of challenge we need. And assuming that goddess is as good as her word, that leaves me a good deal richer now than I already was before. It's a shame I didn't get more time to admire my plunder a bit more, but easy come, easy go. You know, I've been meaning to ask you about this for a while now. Why did you decide to become a phantom thief in the first place, Camilla? Since you gave up the jewel in favor of money without a second thought, is there something you're saving up for or what? That is my little secret. Every fine woman has her share of secrets after all. Or as someone would say from a very different manga/anime, a secret is what makes a woman woman. Oh, you know, fun. Still, I really admire the whole woman of mystery thing you've got going for you right now. It suits you way better than your usual thing. I'll have to try taking a page from your book myself sometime. Well, we'd better regroup so we're ready to challenge Medjed to a swimsuit swordmaster duel. How about you, Camilla? What are you going to do now? Once a phantom thief's work is done, they don't stick around for long. even if it means leaving the object of her affection behind. We're like a fleeting mirage that disappears the moment you turn away, or a message written on a mirror in lipstick. And on that note, I'd best be on my way. I'll admit, I enjoyed doing this job with all of you. I see. We're going to miss you, but I think I speak for everyone when I say we understand. Good luck and thank you. Okay, now that we've got the letter of challenge, I can finally have my rematch with the Baldy Lady. Not sure if that's the correct way to describe Medjed. But I mean, I guess technically that is not entirely incorrect. Oof. One more quest and we can finally be done with the second one here. Oh, that's just a kind of a cluster, isn't it? Assassin, Rider, Moon Cancer? Let me think here. I don't actually know what this unknown servant is, but it's gonna be bad, so I'm gonna have her go into the front line. Carmilla kind of buggered off, so I'm going to pretend that she's in fact gone and go with whatever this is. Maybe this is like Siegfried or something? Or Fuma? Just because they should be accessible now. Ooh, nighttime. This is outrageous. I can scarcely believe you would steal the Eye of Medjed. This disrespect, this act of insolence, is as bad as raiding a pharaoh's tomb. How dare you? Sorry about that. Let's just say we had our reasons. Like how it was the only way I could get the letter of challenge I needed to fight you. Besides, from what I hear, it was never yours in the first place, huh? You know not of what you speak. Before we do battle, you must be punished for your crimes. Come forth, my pyramid guardians. Why is everything shaking? Senpai, look! Something's coming up from the ground. Behold. These are the 3 guardian statues I summoned to guard my casino. Hear me, my guardians. Use your great power to punish these insolent pyramid robbers for their crimes. That crawl space in the pyramid was pretty relaxing. And the ultra fancy potato chips I got for offerings, more please, were pretty good too. Very well, I suppose I should pay you back. I have been summoned once again, this time to deliver the punishment that those who would defy nobility so richly deserve. Iskandar. They're all elephants. Debatable, but yes. We have all seen enough sphinxes, so I thought I would mix it up. Damn, they got us surrounded. Looks like we'll have to do something about these 3 first. So this is where I find you, watching the show unfold from on high with but a glass of wine for company. Ah. This is my own special seat. You could at least pretend you ask permission to join me. The night sky belongs to no one, with the possible exception of royalty. What do you want? I already paid you for your handiwork. That is nonsense and you know it. I came all this way here on my own accord because your payment was insufficient. You should be honored I would make such an effort. Your reason for doing this should suffice to make up the difference. So tell me, why are you doing this? Don't bother playing dumb. Knowing you and your poor taste in pastimes, I'm sure you already have your suspicions. I see. So this stems from your rivalry with your dragon girl self. You have taken on a farcical role of phantom thief, in order to acquire the one thing she possesses that you do not. Go on then, tell me what that thing is. If you're right, little boy, I'll give you a reward. Spoken like a vampire with no regard for her life. But I suppose that manner of conduct suits the city well. Very well then, it is a castle. Am I correct? Well, what are you waiting for? Go on, laugh at me. Your means may be boorish at best, and your ends may be shallow and insignificant, but I will not laugh. For regardless of what you seek it out of your pride as a ruler. Well now, why did you throw your glass at me? I hardly realized I caught it. Something about humans and miserable secrets, huh? To shut you up, obviously. But I suppose that cocktail alone won't be enough to keep you quiet until morning. Alright, you win. You can have this seat. Then allow me to give you just one word of warning. A true castle cannot be bought with money alone. It also requires subjects to rule. A castle with only a lord is a castle in name only. In that sense, you and the dragon girl are the same. As long as you ignore that, it's still a long way until you get what you truly desire. Meanwhile, back at the plot. And we're back out of the plot. Oh, alright. But don't misunderstand, I'm not doing this because of anything you said. I am doing this because I forgot to steal something earlier. What might that be? Now what? I just kinda came along for the hell of it. I don't wanna end up a hime pancake. That engine roar. Could it be? Ah, Senpai, look! Over there! There's a red sports car driving up the pyramid. Whoa, it just drove right off of it and now it's headed straight for us? Not even a Tsar is immune to being run over. This is why traffic regulations are so important. You look like you could use some help again, little girl. What are you doing back here, Camilla? Oh, I just remembered there was one more thing I meant to steal. The sort of thing any true phantom thief could not help but steal, even without meaning to, and would deeply regret if they failed to do so. It's hard to tell behind that mask, but I think she's looking at me. Besides, you're going to try your hand at other casinos once you finish with this one, no? If I stay with you, I should have more prime phantom thief opportunities, so I'm here to put you in my debt yet again. As long as this means you'll handle the big guys here, that's all fine with me. Cause that means I can finally get the duel I've been waiting for. Foolish girl, none can escape the wrath of the gods. Even if you avoid the guardian statues, you will still be judged by mine own hands. I am there when you gaze up at the heavens. I am there when you place your heart upon the scales of justice. I am there in the Nile's endless bounty. I am there in every grain of sand across the indomitable deserts. I am Medjed. I am the steward of the pyramids and the pharaohs alike. Come then, tell me your name. You want my name card, lady? You got it. Me and the octopus here, we're both born and raised in Edo, in the Ryukoku district of the Honjo Ward. My given name's Oe, my pen name's Oi, and I'm currently trying to make a name for myself as swimsuit swordmaster Katsushika Hokusai. One day, I'll be an unparalleled master swordsman, eventually achieving my goal of becoming a great fairy with infinite varieties to her form. Now, I'm gonna show ya that all my talent with the brush only makes me more formidable with the sword. Come on then, let's have a good clean fight. Bring it!
ラスベガス 水着剣豪七色勝負実手師東流葛飾北斎ファントムシーフセレブ水着ミストレスシーンタイ正体不明てるてる水着メジェドいざ尋常に勝負
So in the end, it turns out that we do in fact get allies over time here. But I guess it's just a tag team against a bigger tag team. Alright, so we start out with this pile of garbage. Do I have a hand that can work with, that can make this fast and clean? Let me think. I think it'll be fine if I do this. And, let me pop the first skill as well, so I can get some crit stars. Let me make Carmilla suck up those stars. And this should work. Crit method, of course. Midget power. What is this exactly? Gain resistance to all attacks, increase NP damage. That's kind of bad in it. Let's slap Thief's Calling Card here. Wonder how much damage resistance that actually is. Let's find out. I'm not afraid. We'll even spend 5000 HP going for this. Oh man, the Carmilla is a bad matchup for the boss. That's not damage resistance. That was kind of weak. That's, I don't know, maybe 30%. And that's another stack of it. All right. Let's see if we can do something with Hoku's crit engine here. Don't really have a good amount of stars, I guess, but... Okay, so it's probably 50% then. Because now I'm down to basically doing no damage. I forget if Hoku has a passive that adds some damage in there. Need to... Wait, did it lose the buffs? Sure did. Alright, let's break through then. It is extremely hard to watch sped up NP. I assume there's some way to do that in 3 turns, because there always seems to be, but you know. Good enough. Also, you apparently got QB for doing that. Pretty hefty sum too. Good thing I stacked up on that. Kinda. Should have taken out Bella Lisa as well. Huh? Are you awake now? Oh, hi Scheherazade. My recent memories are a little hazy. Do you know what I've been doing up till now? Oh good, it looks like your divinity's rampage has finally stopped. I'm so glad. Good morning, Great Midget. I mean, Pharaoh Nidokris. You're here too, Pharaoh Cleopatra? What happened? Well, after I was talked into a gambling match I should never have accepted, I was so distracted wondering if Lord Caesar was watching me or not that the match ended in a draw. And to top it all off, I'm still worried about whether he was even there in the first place. Allow me to tell you a short story that should explain how we got here. The end. Ringo's group is long gone by now, of course. I see. So being appointed a swimsuit swordmaster caused me to forget who I really was. I can't believe I let that happen. Let me see. Oh no, my eyes really were clouded. This won't do at all. I really am a failure of a pharaoh. This casino is nothing like the true pyramids Pharaoh Ozymandias would build. It's nothing but a pale imitation. Besides, no true pyramid would ever desecrate itself as a casino in the first place. Now that you mention it... Yep. You managed this casino with such beauty and confidence that I had been turning a blind eye to my doubts, but you're absolutely right. What shall we do then? Should we destroy this casino for the crime of impersonation? Impyramidization? When the pyramid is sus. No, there is no need for that. Even if Pharaoh Ozymandias did not build this pyramid himself, it does still resemble one. So I think I have an obligation to make it into a true pyramid, one he would be proud of. Besides, it would be cruel to snatch it away from the customers who have come to enjoy it. Yes, I've decided. My new task as a pharaoh is to make this place into both a proper pyramid and a proper casino. I remember Pharaoh Ozymandias once told me that pyramids harbor unlimited possibilities. So I will trust in his words and do everything to bring it in line with the ideals of a true pharaoh like him. You probably don't have a lot of faith in me to do that now since I lost control of myself so easily, but would you two possibly be willing to stay and help me? Right you are, Pharaoh Nidokris. Every pyramid other than those I built myself are but the common masses' futile attempts to imitate my greatness. It is not even worth my time to decry them as fake. So as one who knows what a pyramid is meant to be, to guide these imitations closer to the proper form is the mark of a true pharaoh. You could at least feign to ask permission to join me here at my special seats, ancient pharaoh. That aside, this was quite the interesting show. Phantom Thief, huh? I wonder where your path will lead you. Will you inevitably revert to the Countess of Blood, or will you gain a new persona when all is said and done? Whatever happens, I will continue to observe from my seat up here. So you have absolutely nothing better to do than sit around in the rooftops? So yes, I will be sticking around and helping you all out at least a while longer. I look forward to seeing what sort of treasures you'll lead me to next. In fact, I can already think of one thing I would love to steal. Okay, she's definitely looking at me. I don't know what else you plan on stealing, but I get the feeling I need to keep it safe at all costs. There could be a lot of espionage-related overlap between a phantom thief and a ninja. I'll have to do my best to continue to prove my words to Master. It took many hours of mining gemstones in a cave out in the wasteland, but that goddess finally let me go. I'm sorry I wasn't able to help you during this battle. Don't worry about it. The important thing's that we brought down that swordmaster. Oh, come on, we got another casino to check out. Yeehaw, just what I like to hear. Come on guys, let's keep this momentum going. I don't know why bootleg American Musashi is in fact still doing the American hero noises. Can't say I particularly appreciate that. But at least she did drop the awful American question mark accent question mark. Also, Spiritron dress, Camelot and CO. Let's go and unlock that, why don't we? The Mysterious Merlin's exclusive fashion line. The Knight of the Round Table question its necessity. That's more seashells. Yeah.
Konbanwa. 想像しいが素敵な夜だね。荒野の真ん中にこれだけの人工の楽園を作る。まさに夢のようなお話だ。私の出番がないくらいに。だからまあ、今回はこうして遊びに来ているわけだけど。どうかな、マスター。これから朝まで一緒に夜遊びをしてみるのは？
What does that even mean? Want to paint the town red until morning? What does that even mean in this context? That sounds kind of worrisome, actually. So, at this point, it looks like I'm about to be stuck on farming duty for a short minute. So, this is an excellent time for me to start talking about unrelated things, and I did not mean to go in there. So let's head out into the Pharaoh Casino, which... Wait, I do have a mission done. Not that it really matters, I guess, but you know. My goal right now is to get some amount of something going. Defeat 15 king servants. Okay, so that's my next goal here. Acquire money is also an important goal here. Let me think. I can't fit this in here if I have all of these, so I should not use my own Bella Lisa then, and instead use a 4-star CE. Can I fit that? Yeah, I can. Casters. Understandable. He's not exactly a quick servant though, so let's do it like that instead. Alright, so... what exactly is this event so far? So, our grand goal here is to defeat the 7 swimsuit sword masters as elected by the Summer Lion King. Because this is a small singularity. And we have Katsushika Hokusai turned into a saber for no other apparent reason other than I've got nothing really. So far, we have defeated Samuel Osaka Hime in a swimsuit swordmaster duel that involved no swords and was in fact a Fortnite-style battle royale. Which makes perfect sense, I think. And after that, we had a whole bank heist at the casino. So casino heist, after which we had a battle with the second swimsuit swordmaster, who used no swords, and was in fact instead using pharaoh powers. It is also somewhat debatable if a swimsuit was involved in this scenario. So far... Oh, and technically I guess we did defeat Musashi, but that's definitely going to stick. So that brings up the relevant question of... so far, 1 out of 3 swordmasters have in fact used a sword. Why are we speaking about swordmasters exactly? In other completely unrelated news, last time, which was, well, yesterday, yeah, I spent time complaining about the new JP system, known as offense skills and, well, more railing. I have now finished up my awful spreadsheets in regards to that, and they are ever so slightly less awful than I was expecting, but they're still far too annoying, and I still don't like it. Like, at all. This update was needed by exactly no one, but there you go. An update was had by all. I actually, since I also have a spreadsheet for tracking what's the most efficient nodes to farm, I had to change that up so that it actually takes into account that I am going to need materials for that stuff as well. But the interesting thing about that is that before this, I had exactly 2 nodes left that had enough efficiency in them that they weren't just a pure node for a single material. Those being the gunpowder and seashell node in Anastasia, because I need both materials. And then there's Dival, which is the best node for eggs, but it also gives arrows, so it's by default more efficient as long as I do need those arrowheads. With that all in mind, now that I had to update it, there's like 50 different... There's like 50 different nodes that I can potentially farm for extra efficiency. I'm going to mostly ignore those. I'm just going to look what the next material is that I need to farm. And I will prioritize whatever I need for actually normal skills in the near future, instead of the 2-year endless wall that's looking at me in the face. And hopefully that will work out. If I have only the best drop node for something, gonna look if there's something I can do with that. So yeah, that's my entire plan here. Now, if I was smart in terms of my streaming, I would have started this event way earlier, done the entire first casino in the first stream, something that would have been very possible had I actually, you know, What am I trying to say here? If I had actually done the first section in a single stream, and I had actually started the first stream on time, I probably could have done that. If I had done that, I could have then stopped streaming after the first section, done the farming between streams, done the second section in the next stream in its entirety, done this farming, and then in the next stream, which would be this one, I would be doing section 3. And there would be no problems. I would be completely fine with the situation as it stands. Unfortunately, I am not a smart individual, so here I am trying to play catch up, and right now I'm stuck in Pharaoh farming limbo. I am very doubtful I can actually finish the third casino before the day is over. Because actually I think the third one might actually be longer. Or there might be even more grinding involved. Or something. Yeah, see, when I look at this, I see that the next step is farm 62 million QP. There is one step that you go and distract yourself with. That's a lot of farming. How much do I need to actually farm for this? Now that I think about it. How much QP did I get here? 1.5? Hold on, how much do I need? Do I need to stop the stream right now? Because I might. Because if this is going to take like an hour, there's really no point in doing this. I need 22 million roughly. So that is, let's say it's 15 and 6, so that's 10. That's 14 more runs. That's going to take me at least... That's going to take me at least an hour. Okay, you know what? No, we're not doing this right now. There is literally no point. It's going to be like 10 AM by the time it matters. So I'm just gonna have to call it here. And that's kind of a problem. But I guess I'll have to deal with that in my own free time then. I will probably stream tomorrow slightly earlier maybe. So I can do the next section of the story, hopefully, before the rolling happens. Which I will do at the normal time at 7 PM in +3 GMT, I guess. So yeah, I'm gonna have to cease here and just come back to this tomorrow. We'll see what I do. Of course, if you want to know when that happens, follow me on Twitch. You know, that's how it works. And do I also need to be like hit the notification bell or whatever the hell the version for Twitch is? You can't turn it on so that it actually notifies you when your favorite non-dramatic reader pops up or something. Anyways, yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. 7 PM is going to be the rolling no matter what though, so... Yep. Jeez.